stuff going on. During the escape, they crushed, the tank gets crushed, and then his guys are like, hey, was it really a good idea? I like that tank. And 20 Faces is like, I don't know, I've got something else going on. I think I've got problems with the war's legacy. Now, fortunately, Shizuka doesn't have to worry about that. She's too busy learning how to be awesome. She gets to go on awesome heists, she gets to do car chases, steal all kinds of treasures from across the world, Europe, etc. And she takes this new lifestyle like a fish to water. She learns how to do all kinds of cool stuff, speak languages, learn fighting, how to climb like an awesome cat burglar, and, learn a lot of really important stuff from 20 Faces, who's kind of her mentor, basically. And they grow together. She ends up, protecting him from people, and she's always at his right hand, helping him out on all of the missions and so on. Even if she's not really, part of the team yet, she's learning. And she kind of gets infatuated with him. He's a pretty important character to her. Soon, though, she does become part of the team. Look at her there. She's dressed up for a picnic with the rest of these guys. Has fun with them, of course, and takes part in all of their raids. Here she is again. Picnic time? Not so much. They're going to go find some more gold or whatever, some other legacy of the war. She figures out the tricks that even some of the other guys can't get, opening safes. Being a small girl, she can get into a lot of places, make maps to help them steal stuff, and, given that he's 20 Faces, learn the art of disguise and become a lot of different people. This is one of my favorite shots. She can trick the easily fooled. Again, you're a kid, right? No one's going to check you for stuff. Looks like you should have. She was ready. So she and 20 Faces make this great team. Whenever they're, doing stuff, the disguises work well, and they always get the job done. And at the same time, Shizuko is really starting to realize that 20 Faces isn't just in it for the gold, or the money, or the treasures. He's there for something else. Like the crowns he stole, he puts back in a church that they were taken from looters. Or during the war, this sapphire was taken out of this statue, and it was a public square, and he returned the sapphire there. So it's not all just about the money. And she's really starting to like it. She's really found her place as the daughter of 20 Faces. Until disaster strikes. And she is separated from 20 Faces and returned to her loving family. And now she has to spend a lot of her time trying to figure out where 20 Faces and the gang went. So she's going to track them down across Tokyo. Now she won't be alone in this. She's got some new friends, the maid who lives in their household because they're pretty rich, and the bully from school who she actually ends up sort of teaming up with. And the search is on for 20 Faces. But the whole war legacy thing comes back. It seems like wherever she goes while tracing 20 Faces, the legacy's there. There's all these experiments, human experiments, crazy mad scientific weapons, all this other stuff. And every time it seems that somehow 20 Faces was involved back during the war. There's a mystery there that she's really starting to dig into. Meanwhile, her aunt isn't getting any less evil, still trying to kill her. But after all that crazy training and fighting and learning all that great stuff, it's just not really a challenge anymore. She actually starts to get a little sad that her aunt's, getting a little sloppy. Just sad. Now the show isn't all serious. Her friends are going to help keep things on the lighter side. Why, what's a great idea for girls to do in, post-war Tokyo? Why? Let's take a bunch of this cool looking stuff and form the detective girls and go on adventures. Awesome. Alright. So there's going to be crazy action because Shizuko pretty much knows what she's doing. Her allies are going to come to the rescue, I guess? They're on a bike here about to joust down a staircase. So I'm not sure what the point is there. And they're going to use those 7 tools of the trade we saw before with deadly accuracy. So alright, maybe Shizuko is really the only person that kind of knows what she's doing on the team, but they have a lot of fun together and, it keeps things pretty light. They also have really active imaginations. So we've got her, the awesome brute force specialist, the maid, who can gather any information with their sex appeal, and of course, the brilliant leader parachuting in dramatically. Naturally, she's the one telling the story. So it's got a lot going on, from the girls and their search through places, to, the entire first, I would say, third of the show, where they're kind of part of this team that goes around, robbing treasures and so on, and getting away with it. And the sometimes dangerous search for 20 Faces as they go across all this, this stuff left over. To the mystery behind the man himself. What was he doing in the war? What is his objective in doing all of this? And there's a lot of interesting stuff there. So I'm going to say to you, join the Detective Girls and see what it's all about. Thank you.